shit. Stuff.
Hey,
Welcome back to
we back for another week. Was the Warriors come out and play?
What's
Steve,
good, bro?
what's goody, man?
How you feeling?
It was the Father's Super Bowl yesterday, huh?
The Father's Super Bowl. I mean,
Actually, more like divisional wild card or wild card weekend or
yeah,
week 18.
Imagine we got that much love to call it the Super Bowl. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, I definitely got love. I definitely got love on my side. So
Was that Sox in Cologne?
Nah. You know what I'm saying? We don't ask for much. We don't ask for much.
So what did you get?
Sidebar though. Sox and Cologne ain't all that bad. Maybe
Every year?
you know what I'm saying. When you hardworking man, you go through some socks.
Yeah.
And you gotta smell good out here. You gotta smell good in the streets.
I ain't trying to hear that. Socks is something you can get at any time of the week, brother.
That's crazy. I don't know, man. I mean, I ain't. Maybe I guess I'm just low maintenance or humble or whatever they call it nowadays.
You're a pick me?
Nah, bro. It ain't bad. It ain't bad.
That's what's up, man.
I don't expect all that much when it comes to the Father's Day side of things. I'll say.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Most men just want just some peace.
Peace and quiet.
A little bit of time to relax.
I hear that.
We had that opportunity.
That's good. I'm happy that you was provided that space.
Definitely got that chance to just relax a bit, man.
That's
So
good.
shout out to the lady. Shout out to the family. Much
Hey,
appreciated.
Gracie.
Grace, how you feeling? Pardon me, y'all.
Sure.
Getting my affairs in order.
Affairs in order. Talk about it. Other
Yeah.
than that, brother, because you're the only father slash parent in this
In this collaboration.
team that we have. How was the weekend? I saw baby girl graduated, so he had a lot this past
Yeah,
week.
busy, busy,
I
busy.
see.
Shout out to Lil Mama. She is moving on up to the east side.
Well, great.
Deluxe apartment. She about to go into first grade. She just finished up kindergarten.
Ooh, wee.
Yeah, man. We
I know
we
you excited for September, huh?
yeah, yeah, yeah. She doing summer camp this year, so I got some breathing room this summer. I got some breathing room this summer, which is important because we cooking some things up from my personal life, cooking some things up. I'm definitely looking to get involved and make the most of the summer, and I already got some confirmation from God on like what direction to
Ooh.
head into. So it's like, all right, let's. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Don't it feel good to always get that confirmation from the man upstairs?
Hey, it feels good, man. Just to know what needs to be done, and now we just go out and do
He
it.
loves me.
But it was definitely a great weekend. Definitely enjoyed myself. We had my frat chapter had a nice Father's Day barbecue. That was a great event as well. Great turnout, great fellowship.
Okay.
So
You had it
yeah,
with the use with the blue, man.
hey, you know how I do. You know
I
how
ain't
we
mad at that. I
you
ain't
know
mad
how
at
we do. I ain't gonna go too hard.
it.
I ain't gonna go too
Yeah,
hard.
don't.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what? It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, I was gonna talk some smack, but it's
Hey,
all
man.
love. It's all a
Is the
different
talk that
branch
is the
of
talk
the
that
same,
shit podcast for a
different branch
reason,
of the
brother?
same tree, right? Different branch of the same tree. That's all I'll say.
Hey, man. If you ain't first, you last.
That's crazy.
What Ricky Bobby say?
That's crazy. It is. It is go. It's about the impact. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. The fellowship, the brotherhood.
Mhm.
That's good,
How was
man.
your
I'm
weekend,
happy.
man? How was yours? How was yours?
Friday always now a little weird and different. Think about pops. Think about pops, man. So just wasn't all sad. Wasn't sad or anything, but just reflecting, about some
Cool.
things. Other than that, um, I got like my own little Father's Day shout out. Like I told you, there's a young girl I was able to meet at my job, and she called me dad. Wasn't expecting anything, and wasn't whatever. So I just saw she had tagged me in a post, and it was very sweet, man. I just think about just the impact you can just leave on people, and just how important. You never know the lives that you play. You play in someone else's life when you just being yourself and doing what God's called you to do. So
It's a fact.
um, I don't take it lightly. Um, what I mean, I very take it very seriously. And I ain't gonna lie, she's teaching me a lot about myself too. Like,
Hmm.
she's a lot to deal with. Oh boy, she's a lot to deal with, man.
For that for that time of that season, huh? That what is that like college years like that? You're not a teenager no more.
Nah, she's a grown woman, so it's one of those things where I try to be very careful with acting like I raised her,
Mm-hmm.
but I also do just kind of always seek counsel and guidance from God, because it's like if this girl's giving me the title of dad, and that's how she and I talk to her what she needs from me and what she expects out of me in terms of this role. Like I'm gonna be this role whether as long as she want me to be, but one of those things where it's teaching me where it's like she's so hard headed, and it's like yo, that was you when you was younger, and
Yeah, ourselves and these kids, man, for real.
just she teaching me how to communicate better. She's teaching me patience. Just I think especially when you're communicating or you're trying to hold the opposite sex accountable, like what I mean. I had to like remind myself today after a conversation we was going through it back and forth, and I'm just like she's just not getting it, and I was just like Yo, I'm gonna save the rest for tonight's episode because something that my dad did very well with that I'm like, yeah, you suck at that.
Hey, shout out to Pops. We're gonna honor them tonight for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Honor them for
But
sure.
I'm good on my end, man. Just catching up on rest, catching on the health, and just things like that, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
One more
So,
week, y'all. To those who's in school, to those the teachers, the parents who got kids in school. Oh, one more week. Well, in the
yeah,
north,
man.
in the northeast. I know the south. They
Yeah,
are.
we've been done.
Yeah,
But
must be nice.
other than that, let's get this intro on, y'all.
Let's do it.
Hey, it's Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And if you've been rocking with us since day one, whether you just came a part of this journey, whether you've been a part of this journey, and whether you just found out about us, whatever it is, we wholeheartedly appreciate y'all, man. I go by name Mr. Drummond. This is my co-host and my brother and one of my best friends, Steve St. Felt. And we are the two hosts of the Talk That Shift podcast, man. We talk about relationships, we talk about mental health, we talk about faith, and we talk about personal development on this podcast, man. Tonight's a special show. If y'all not aware, yesterday was a national holiday, especially in the States, called Father's Day. Um, we definitely wanted to take a moment just to dive in and talk about just the importance of Father's Day. And the title of tonight's episode is "A Father's Legacy Never Dies," man. Whether y'all aware of this or not, me and Steve's dad both did pass away. So I know, and Steve, if you're not aware of it, Steve is a father. I am not yet. So Father's Day looks different for both of us, and especially for him since he is a dad. So we definitely just want to just highlight tonight's episode and just talk about the importance of what dads have on the impacts of these families, and just while reflecting on lessons from losing our fathers. You know what I'm saying? So before we dive in, man, please give this video a like, subscribe,
Please.
share this video, please, man. We're at 40 subscribers. We're at 40 subscribers, man. When we started this damn YouTube channel, was it November? It was November, right? December? No, December.
Was it
November.
No, it was October. I think our first episode was in October.
Hey, man.
That's
All point is slow growth. If we can get to 100 before the end of the year, 60 more
the
subscribers.
goal. Help us
That
out.
is the
Tell a
goal.
friend.
That's the
Tell a
goal,
friend
man.
to tell they fathers, they stepfathers, they godfathers, they baby fathers.
Facts. But we appreciate rocking with y'all, man. We just gonna dive right in it. We're gonna dive right in it. I don't think we need a disclaimer for this one. It's Father's Day. But just in case anyone's keeping tabs, we ain't licensed therapists. We ain't licensed or professional guidance counselors or counselors in any shape, form. All right. We are just two black brothers, educated, speaking from our knowledge and our personal experience. And we hope that y'all definitely enjoyed tonight's episode. Okay. So, my brother, let's dive right in, man. And you know, this should be the most honestly, this honestly should have been this had to be the first question of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Why are fathers important? Why do they matter? And I want to throw a little jab in it. And I know you're gonna go in for this one. Why does society decrease, violate, disrespect the importance of fathers in households, man? Why? Why do we matter? And why does society say, like, hey, y'all don't matter?
All right. So I'm not trying to be on here for a 20-minute rant. So can we do this? Can you tackle the first part? And
Which
then
one?
why do fathers matter in your opinion? Because I really want to get into that society piece. I really want to get in my bag, and I don't want to take up too much time by answering.
I respect it.
Cool with you, bro?
That's cool with me. Why do fathers matter? It's important that the gender that dominates or has more of that masculine energy is present. Right. Mm-hmm. I think there's a certain role and standard that dads can bring, that you need that structure at home. Right. We fathers matters because it's truly not meant for a woman to operate in both energies at all times.
At all times. That's just
at all times. It's not. It's just not. There's just certain things that only dads can teach you. And there's no disrespect to moms, or this doesn't devalue or lower their role in a household, because they're just as important.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
fathers matter because you need that structure. You need that structure. You need protection, right? You need that masculine energy in that household. Um, it's the importance of raising daughters. I'm sorry. Mothers, listen, they don't call her mommy's little girl. That terminology is not there for a reason, right?
That's not how that goes.
Um, I think fathers provide provision. Doesn't mean that women can't foresee things or can't predict things. I just think fathers provide provision. I think they bring a sense of structure and order for the household. And I think it's really truly for a woman's job to cultivate the order, to cultivate the structure, to multiply it, and be that support for the dad as he is doing the heavy lifting, doing the labor, doing those kind of things. Again, because we gotta do all this gentle reminders in today's society so we don't get canceled. Not that women are not doing it on their own, not that women can't do it on their own, but even the women that are doing it, deep down inside, they don't want to have to do it.
Sidebar, one of these days we're gonna have to go on a run where we teeter that line of getting canceled, man. We gotta one of
I
these
feel
days.
you. Yeah,
One of
we
these,
are. But
yeah.
if you ask any woman that is independent that know how to do it, they don't want to have to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
They don't want that pressure.
No.
I'm just sorry, man. There's certain pressures that and things of life that attacks certain family structures where, no disrespect to women, they don't have the shoulders for that kind of weight. They just don't. That's just something for a man to just tackle, a man to handle. So I think dads are very important. I think the society and where we live in do a very intentional job of trying to diminish that. And like I said, working in the education system, being a teacher for all these past years, especially when it comes to anything within children, it was always dads wasn't the thought about when it came to contacting first.
Mm.
And that's even for certain kids that fathers were present.
Mm.
If you look at our jail systems, majority of it is men. If you look at suicide rates, majority of it is men. Um, if you think about services to help which gender, I think the numbers lean towards women in that favor. If you even think about consuming, how the things we consume is more, a lot of things catered towards um, women. And it's crazy that Father's Day would be in the same month for men's mental health awareness. You ain't gonna really see a lot of ads about that, or commercials,
I'm biting my
or.
tongue, bro. I'm biting my
But
tongue.
I'm gonna let you go off, man. I just think dads are important, man, and it's very, very important for a structure. And then here's the last thing I'm gonna say why fathers matter. This is my little mic drop, and then you can go off.
Yeah.
When and single mothers, this is no disrespect to y'all. This is no disrespect to single mothers. Because it's crazy, even for women in that situation, whether they did it to themselves or whether the dude that they chose it just ain't shit. That's the last cuss I'm doing for this pod. Reason why fathers matter is because when the family fails or when a household doesn't work or doesn't make it, they don't blame the mother ever. Whether the dad's involved or not. If they do not blame the mother at all, they will never blame the mother. It's always on the dad. If the kids don't turn out well, even if it could be a situation when the single mother literally forced the dad away from the kids, they will still blame anything that the kids are doing wrong and not failing, not on that single mother's parenting skills. It would be on the dad. And that's why I think fathers matter, because they're not blaming the mothers when the household doesn't work.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
That's my
real.
mic drop.
Yeah.
They're never gonna say that. They never will think about it like that. But they'll tell us woman's the prize.
Yeah, it's so interesting because I seen a video not too long ago that said that exact same thing, where it's like, if, again, shout out to the single mothers, shout out to those who are showing up in their best of their capacity. But it's like in the situations when the child don't pan out in a productive way, if the mother was the primary caretaker, why doesn't she get the accountability for how the child turned out? You know what I'm saying? So, because it's like, who else was he gonna learn the way he's behaving, the way they behaving? They had to have gotten it from somewhere, but then it doesn't seem to land on the primary.
No, don't say it doesn't seem. We're gonna keep it funky. It just don't.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. And another piece that you mentioned that brought up something I watched as well, that protection aspect. There were two videos I actually seen. One was where a dude, he was talking to a couple of ladies, and he just genuinely, like, just the general purpose question, like, yo, do you feel like the interactions you had in just society were different when you were with a man compared to when you weren't, or when you were with your father? And the women were like, yeah, absolutely, it was definitely different when they had that protection of a man or the protection of their fathers. And then there was a video where I think he was like a former CIA agent or something like that. Someone who worked in a division where they would track down predators, people who were like targeting women. And he was saying that one of the things that these predators would look for is if the woman looked like she was protected. Like there's something in the way a woman carries herself that could show whether she has a man looking out for her, whether it's a father figure type of person looking out for her, because I guess they just move different. They just move different. And so I think I definitely didn't want to let that kind of slide over. Like, the impact of a father, sometimes it might not be something tangible as far as like money or whatever the case may be, but it could just be how that father figure taught you how to carry yourself.
Yeah.
And that makes all the difference, because people not going to try to target someone who they know has a level of protection on them.
Women can't teach their daughters about men.
Nah, because yeah. And it's bad. I be seeing some of these young girls, and I think, where's your father? I want to punch your father right now, because there's no reason you should be out here walking like that, dressed like that, moving like that. It's disturbing. Not gonna hold you. It's very disturbing.
Yeah.
Let me get into the sauce.
He about to cook, y'all.
Let me get into the sauce. Why does society minimize the role and the impact of a father? And you hit it right on the head. It's a very intentional mission, I'll say. It's a very intentional mission, especially Black.
And this is all races.
It is all races, but Black fathers especially. I don't know if y'all ever see these commercials. Like, it's weird. I look at commercials from a different perspective, where it's like, it's very rare that I see like a dark-skinned man in that, like, promoted as a protective role. They'll show the Black woman as the mom, but then it's a white man as the father. Mm-hmm. Or no offense to my lighter skinned brothers. Or no offense, for real. But it's like, or like a very light skinned Black man type of thing. It's very rare. I don't know if it's just me, but I'll be watching it like, that's interesting.
You just gave me an idea.
You could have easily portrayed like a Black family. Like, Pops looked like he mixed type stuff. He don't even look light skinned. He just look mixed. Straight up.
And if he is a Black man, he looks always some type of feminine way.
So it's a very intentional mission to diminish the role of fathers. And this goes back into, you touched on the mass incarceration. Who's mostly in the jails right now? Who's mostly in the jails?
Man.
Who was targeted with a lot of the drugs that was sweeping through Black communities in the 80s and the 90s? Who's the target of that? When the welfare system came out, Who was targeted as the main recipient? Women.
Brainwashed women.
Brainwashed women. And they incentivized women to turn away from the men in the community. If you got a man living in your house, you can't get no benefits. You can't get no benefits. But then the economic status as well, they're not paying black men. They're not paying black people enough to take care of their family. And like that level of hurt to a man's pride, like the pride that a man takes in being a man, a lot of that goes into being able to just provide a decent life for his family.
Yeah.
If he can't do that with the limited amount of hours, it don't matter what we do. We all only have 24 hours, and we gotta sleep sometime. We gotta sleep. We gotta eat at some point, or else we gonna burn out and crash out. So if
crash out,
there's no opportunity to provide for your family with the cards that you've been given, that weighs on a man's spirit.
Yep.
It weighs on a man's spirit. So you take all of these intentional things and you see how it just removes the father figure from the family structure. And let it be very clear, let it be known, there is an intentional effort to destroy the family system, the family structure. When a man and a woman and the child get in one accord, that's its own trinity. That's its own trinity, not real talk. When they get in one accord, that's power.
They don't like that.
Power. They don't like that. They don't like that. Because you can't manipulate a family structure that's unified. They have to break people apart. They have to separate the man, the husband, and the wife. And then now the child is there being taught who knows what. This is why a lot of people turn to the street life, because it's like, yo, they don't got fathers to show them better. They go looking for that father presence. They go looking for that male presence that lead them into life and teach them the values and the principles that are going to help them navigate.
But can I chime in real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Because you said something that gave me a thought. Yo, what field dominates? What feels very important in a child's development?
Teachers,
education, right?
Education, yeah.
It lacks color,
bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Not only color, bro. I've been going out to a lot of these schools in the city.
I'm telling you, it lacks color, and if it's gonna have color, it's gonna be usually a woman.
It's gonna usually be a woman. There's very few men.
Because I'm telling you this, bro, and I've worked in the field. I done seen it all, man. I done seen how they push out. I done see how they don't hire. And also, it takes some brothers applying too. But if a black man is usually in the school system, he's either security guard, so some type of role where that position is just not going to be light because they're aggressor role. Just being honest, right? They got to secure. And everybody likes the security guard when fights happening, or like, janitors. Who, no disrespect to our janitors, but children are not really paying attention to janitors. And if it is some type of like role, it might be like a dean of students or something like that, where again, it's another role where you're holding people accountable, you're giving people suspensions and all those kind of things. But I've done been in this field throughout my whole 20s. It lacks men of color in it.
A lot.
I've only had one black teacher throughout my life, and that was in college at Old Westbury. Only had one black teacher.
Like male or female? Like the black male teacher?
Male, in general, and it was a male. It was a male.
Wow. Damn. It is a major lack.
It's important for our babies to see that in their schools. They're there 5 days a week.
So much time is spent in these schools.
9 to 10 months throughout a 12-month year.
You're
not seeing that representations in school.
It was so real. I remember I had pulled up to a high school one time. I was gonna go do a coaching at the high school, and I'm in the classroom, and the students start filing in, and there was a young black brother. He walks in and he sees me. He's like, "Oh wow, you look just like me." And he said it in like a joking way, high school,
But
but in the same way, in
he
that
was
same,
serious.
he was very serious. It's like, because when you hear, oh, someone's coming to do a workshop or a presentation with y'all, they're gonna be talking about mental health and emotions and stuff like that. A black man is not the first picture that you think of being the person facilitating that workshop.
And I don't know about you. Think about when you have like guest speakers or authors or like that to come to do stuff at the school growing up. It was majority of them was never black.
Crazy. But for that, I gotta give shout out to my 5th grade teacher, Mr. Smith, black man. The current principal at my middle school, at the middle school that I attended, black man. So it's like, even as it's those a small dose, I just gotta show my appreciation for that, for men getting willing to be in those positions. Because I don't know if it's like, maybe you can give me and us some more insight. Is it just that men aren't applying to these positions?
Part of that could be it too. No, let me say part of that. It is part of it. Part of that as well. You need men in general to apply. But I'm telling you this though. Part of that is they not hiring or they pushing out. Because again, I was at a school where my co-teacher was a black male, and they pushed that man out. And they was trying to do that. They were not trying. They were doing the same with me, but they needed me to leave because you can't fire 2 black male teachers in the
Yeah,
same term.
vicious.
Ain't a good look. So what we gonna do with number 2? We're gonna make them very uncomfortable, and it worked because I left. It worked.
That education field, man, it's so critical.
But if you see black people in education skills, they probably work in the front desk at the office. Like they're not in the classrooms.
Yeah.
Certain buildings, have certain structures where if the admin team is all white and this and that, yada yada, like you just know, like I'm telling you, like they certain school districts want a certain kind with their students.
I get it.
Like I go to Brentwood and they're predominantly Hispanic, black. They want people from Brentwood or grew up in Brentwood there or Spanish speakers there. Like
Yeah.
there's certain schools that are really big on hiring within those who grew in that community or those who understand those students or that. But I'm telling you this, man, where a lot of schools where it's a lot, they have a good percentage of black and brown kids. I'm telling you, it's not going to be a good percentage of black and brown faculty.
Jesus. It's sad, man. It's sad. It really is sad. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's really sad because there's so many trickle down effects of that. When you don't like, if y'all ever seen the movie Boys in the Hood, when when homies pops was in the hood, like educating, it's like you don't see that often. You don't see that often, and it hits different for young men.
They do.
It hits different for young men because we hear that phrase a lot, like, yo, a mom can't teach a boy how to be a man. A mom can't teach a boy how to be a man.
They can't. And there's respect to moms.
And it's no disrespect. The same way, I don't think a father could teach a daughter how to be a woman. It doesn't work. But only a father can teach. Well, no, let me not say that.
Fathers can't teach a girl how to be a woman.
No, that I agree with. I was gonna say something else. I'm a pause on it.
But girls, daughters do need moms in their life because you know how the dads can be a little bit biased, a little bit more stern when it comes to those female topics in conversations and all those kind of things where you could lose your daughter because you're a little just traumatized because from your F-boy history.
Yeah, because
that's what it really comes down to.
know how these young
I wasn't ish growing up,
I know how that
and
go.
you ain't.
But that's why we need the men, because we know the look in the eye. We know the look in a young man's eye when he's like, ooh, shorty fire. But you can tell that he's not looking at her for the value that she brings as a woman. He probably just thinking, dang, she cute. She got a fat ass. Whatever it may be. Saying, yo, we know that look. We know that look. We know that look. And it's like, that's where Pop's got to be the one to teach daughter what that look is. Pop's got to be the one to compliment his daughter so that some random dude who's out here whispering sweet nothings in her ear doesn't sweep her off her feet. A lot of women get caught up in the sweet nothings. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Because I'm guilty of doing the whispering. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm guilty of some whispering. Selling the dream.
I think I don't think I've ever sold a dream before. I did have some
the dream. Oh, you better.
Nah, I messed up. But I've never intentionally sold the dream to somebody to try to use them. But I have some moments where I was an F-boy. I did some messed up things for sure.
Yeah, that was a hard pill for me to swallow when I had to look back and be like, you know what?
Hey man, if I get a daughter as my first kid, then that means God told me that I wasn't ish growing up. But I think I have a pretty good track.
Crazy. What you trying to say about me, bro?
Ain't saying nothing.
That's crazy. I like to look at it from the perspective of God said, I trust you to protect this young man.
Sure.
That's insane.
Yeah, he trusts you. He trusts you. He trusts you to be the opposite that you were for a woman.
Yeah, I see the shade. God can't just trust me.
He trusts you. He trusts you.
That's wicked. Man. Wicked behavior.
I ain't gonna lie. We OD for question number 1.
Hey, I ain't mad though.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it either. I ain't mad at it. It's needed.
Nah, it is needed for sure. So it's like, yo, what do you feel like makes a father feel that level of value? You know, we know society is trying to diminish the reputation and the value of it, but what are some things that individuals can do to make their father or their father figures feel valued and respected?
I would say personally, because I feel you're definitely gonna click on this question too. Implementing his gems, the things he's teaching you, right? Mm-hmm. I think there's something that makes a man really feel very valued when he doesn't have to repeat himself. When he sees that you're picking up and you're learning the things that he takes seriously. I remember the video, I think we posted this a while ago, when it was saying, like, a woman was talking about in a car, was like, if a man is like life coaching you, hey Kalani, congratulations, you're going to first grade. Woo-woo!
Too hype. I love
the woman was talking about how if a man is coaching you like a life coach because he really values you, right? I
remember that.
So that's what I mean by your woman and your kids are implementing the things that he is teaching you. And not only you can implement it, you can add on. You can adjust, right? Because it doesn't mean that we know everything or always correct, right? But meaning that you can take what you need from the things that we're teaching you and kind of use it in a way that's going to benefit you, right? And the last thing is that appreciation. Real men don't have problems damn burning ourselves out and killing ourselves for our family. No. Talk to any real man that's involved. They have no problem lifting the weight of the world for their family. The problem is when they're doing all that heavy lifting and they come home and feel unappreciative. That's depressing.
Yeah.
Do you see? Oh my God.
Or break his spirit.
Do you see the sacrifices that I am making for us? Because it's a balance that a lot of men struggle with, especially ambitious men. We got all these things because I'm killing myself for it. But I know now you need more time, right? So he's trying to find that balance of time and effort and work and all that. And I think a lot of fathers go through that struggle, right? Even if you're not wealthy, rich, and all that, there's men that are putting extra. They pick up OT religiously because they just have to keep the bills and lights on. But if I am making these sacrifices, if I do have to be away from work, are you spewing hate into my kids? Like, your dad's never around, or are you letting them know and teaching them like daddy is da 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 da.
Daddy's working hard.
Daddy's working hard for us, right? And especially, men still got to find a way to find that time to get over that hill, to balance out time with the family, because you do need to be present.
Yes, for sure.
It's very key. But men just want to feel appreciative. We don't need a lot. We don't need a lot. But just because a lot of men don't need a lot, don't mean you treat us that way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I never thought about it because you never really cared. You're right. But don't mean your effort bar has to drop too.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? We don't need a lot. But if we start feeling like we Cinderella, you're gonna lose a man. You're gonna lose a man real quickly.
2026, the fella's not playing that no more, man.
No, hell no. They got this whole movement, men going their own way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think just when you can implement the things that a man is taking time to coach you through, to teach you, because when you know how to implement and you remember this stuff, it saves us time and energy. When we have to repeat ourselves, or when we have to go our way, and it's just like, yo, I taught you this already. I told you about this. Why? Like, it puts us at ease and it gives us peace of mind when you are able to handle such things, and when we're trying to teach you, especially for our women. Kids are going to make mistakes, they're going to this and that, but especially our women, because it's the same attitude and energy when you want your Starbucks order a certain way every time. No, but can we keep it real? I'm not trying to be tit for tat.
Nah, it's real. How you don't know my order?
Right? You know,
fellas done got that.
You went to the library and you know the library is next to Starbucks, and you didn't think like y'all don't. The same way women don't want us to get lazy when it comes to romantic gestures or expressing our love. It's the same thing for men when it's like when we're trying to teach you things, implementing come, what are we doing?
Yeah.
That's it for me. What about you?
I've been at restaurants with a couple brothers, and it's like, yo, I gotta take a picture of the menu, send it over to the lady, see what she want. If he come home without no food,
come on now,
there's food at the house. He gonna
catch an argument, bro.
He gonna catch the jazz.
That's an argument.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? As they deserve that treatment, because you wifey and you got that ring, you won that Super Bowl, you deserve that. You deserve those privileges.
You know what's crazy?
Don't get it fucked up and get entitled.
Dang. Not in 2026. That's not gonna get you. It's not gonna get you far, ladies. We trying to help you out. Good man. But you got getting a man and keeping a man is two very different things.
Like I said, man, you got the women out there that are like women are the prize. I think the relationship of two people pursuing God's the prize. But for women that say that they the prize, it's then why y'all don't determine how y'all get married?
They quiet. The comment section gonna be quiet, man. You gotta relax. Hey, but you know what's so interesting though? The list is so short. The list of how to make a father feel valued. The list is so short that in this department, it's very much so in the same alignment. Like I got the same answers, honestly. The two very same answers. Hold on to his teachings and implement them, because then that it saves the man time, like you mentioned. That was a great point, by the way. Because one thing, men like to be efficient. We like to be efficient. If we're gonna be lazy and laid back, we're intentionally doing that. But if it's like, yo, we need something to run efficiently, and I give you instructions so that it can run efficiently, I expect you to follow those directions so that it can run efficient. And then if there's hiccups because you just want to not follow the direction, it's like, now we got to take deep breaths and shit. But yeah, like implementing that, and I believe this applies to parents across the board, but especially for fathers. It's like the measure of a father is how your child is able to operate without you, in my opinion.
That's deep. Say that again.
The measure of a father is how your child is able to operate without you. And that ties into a spiritual sense as well, because God will teach us some lessons. God will give us some principles. And as soon as you get into a situation where all you have to do is implement the principle and the lesson, you want to be like, well, God, show me what to do. God, tell me what to do. I'm waiting on your call. I'm waiting on your answer, as if the skies are going to part and give you an answer. And God's just be like, you know what to do. You know the principle.
It's in the
you
word.
know the play. You know the play. Just run the play. There's it's that simple. So it's like, I think, again, me personally, I feel like one of the biggest benefits of having a relationship with God is being able to learn things that'll help you navigate the day-to-day experience. Because if every time you need to make a decision, like I understand inviting God into your decisions, I'm okay with that. But if every time every time you need to make a decision, you freeze and you don't make no movement, it's like, what are you learning? Like, what type of, how good of a father am I if I always have to come bail you out? That means you're not learning the lesson. You're not implementing what I'm teaching you. So I think very much holding on to those things and implementing the wisdom, the gems, the principles, that makes a father like giddy on the inside. Like my daughter, she's been practicing her cartwheels. We was outside yesterday and she's trying the cartwheels, and I just give her little tips. Try it this way, do it this way. And then she'll try it that way and she sees the progress, and it's like, yeah, there you go. That's all we want. That's all we want. Just follow the instructions. Just follow the instructions. And it's like, to your point, like, yo, build on it. Use that instruction, use the principle as a foundation, and then you can build on top of that. And then I think just verbal gratitude. Like, there's gratitude, like, be grateful for your pops, but tell them. Just tell them. Hey, Pops, I love you. Hey, Pops, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for holding it down.
And not when he's only providing.
Yeah, just on a random Tuesday when he chilling. Hey, Dad, I love you. Like, I was talking to one of my neighbors, and he has a son, and he was telling me, like, yo, my son be stressing me out. But then in just random moments, he was like, his son will just turn and look at him and be like, Dad, I love you. You're awesome, or something like that. He'll be like, oh, this guy's not bad. He's not bad. It's not bad. Like, it makes it worthwhile. It makes it worthwhile. We're willing to, like you mentioned, man, we're willing to take on a lot of BS. It's just when you get that or when there's appreciation lacking, then the whole situation just starts to drain you. And a drained man is a very dangerous man to himself and to those around him. Very dangerous.
He's thinking about things that you're just not supposed to be doing in marriage.
Write that one down, ladies. Write that one down.
It's very scary for that brother.
Write that down, because
And not saying that he has a right to.
No.
I'm not condoning cheating. I'm not condoning BS. I'm not condoning someone checking out. But I am telling you this.
His thoughts finna start wandering.
Oh,
There's
Thomas.
too much temptation out here. There's too much temptation.
It's
Social
in a
media
man's nature.
alone, you don't even got to be seeing the other people, the other women in real life. The feeds, oh my goodness, bro. Feeds alone. There's got to be something that reels him back in and be like, you know what? This is not worth it because I'm appreciated over here. What I got over here is of something of value and of substance. But if I feel used and abused, I'm gonna start swiping.
Mm-hmm.
Start swiping.
Dog.
Mm. So my brother, what for you?
Mm-hmm.
And after we answer this question, I have a sub question that I want to bring up off the cuff.
Yeah.
For this one, what is one lesson that you learned from your father?
Mm. Um, I would say the biggest lesson I learned from my dad is he he never folded. Like he never looked stressed, especially in front of us. He never looked stressed. If bills like we didn't know if bills was being paid on time. We didn't know if he had the money or not. We didn't like it was always don't worry. Dad, are you sure we're gonna don't worry about it. That man dealt with uh, a scorned woman, 6 kids from foster care, and 2 grandchildren that they raised, pretty much raised their own. 9 people in his face every fucking day. Every day. And I think back how at times all of us maybe will get frustrated and mad. Well, you did this for so and so, you don't do this for me. And it's like him having to divide his attention between 9 people. When he passed away, and I posted that on IG 2 years ago, and I saw the amount of people that I grew up with in my comment section, like sharing some of the interaction he had with my dad. Like, if he just saw random kids that were our friends, or he knew we went to school with them walking, he'll drive them home or drive them to school. Like, he just gave.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something I need to work on. You didn't see it on his face. If he was depressed, sad, burnt out, you never saw it. Yeah, he had his moments of like flipping out on us. Yeah, he had his moments of spazzing out when he just needed some time to himself. But I'm talking about to the day, you never saw him sweat.
Hmm.
Never saw him cry, be emotional. You didn't care if you thought about him or not. Because I wear my emotions on my sleeve. So that is something I'm like, I gotta learn how to be more like that man. Not saying I don't know, I don't even know as kids or his my mom, his wife, even provided him that space to show any kind of weakness or vulnerability. But I love how he's able to carry and did everything, and you did not know if the ship was ever sinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's important for as a man.
That stoicism, that's what they call it. It's like you could be under that pressure. You could be feeling all the feelings, but your demeanor.
Just he wasn't stressing. And he wasn't religious. He didn't have like no relationship with God where it's like, oh my God, this man's faith is so strong. You did
Mhm.
not know. And he just and maybe this is because we grew up in a different time. He was born in 1940. He was just the littlest things just was happy. He didn't care about he didn't want cell phones. He didn't want the latest phones. He didn't want the latest, even before his brain went dead with Alzheimer's. Like he didn't want all the things that we stress about, the things that we consume. He didn't want no social media. My mom had Facebook. He didn't have Facebook. My mom had the latest phones. He didn't care to have that. He didn't want the newest whip. He drove a minivan. Even when before his brain went shot in the early 2000s, in the 2010s, he didn't want the littlest things. He just wanted his tennis. He wanted his little NASCAR. The man didn't care about clothing, and the littlest things kept him happy. He was a simple man. That's another thing where I say, like, just remember that. Keeping things just simple. Some of the things we stress about is because we consuming and buying things that holds a lot of responsibility to maintain. That was not my dad. He went to Payless. He didn't care. He was a happy man with some ungrateful ass kids and a scorned woman. And he loved us like we was his own.
That's fire. That's beautiful, man.
I miss that man, bro. It's only been 2 years, but I miss him.
That's real. That's the impact to the title. A father's legacy never dies. When you have that impact, people remember you.
People don't know this. Like I said this one time in a video, but the whole Mr. Drummond brand, that happened because of him.
Mm-hmm.
The whole man of many talents was because of him. Like, it's not because that's just because that's your last name. Like, my dad did everything. He knew how to cut trees. He knew how to fix cars. He knew how to change tires. He knew how to fix holes in walls. He was the Uber driver. He took care of all the bills. My mom didn't pay a fucking. I'm cursing again. My mom never paid a bill. And we weren't rich. We weren't wealthy. He did everything. He believed in finding a way to did the plumbing. He did everything. He built a porch. He built fences. He did everything on his own. That whole Mr. Drummond idea came from him. Oh.
Yeah. I know men like that, man. And that's
my bad for going to timer. I know you said a 2-part question.
Nah, you good. You good. Because I wanna share my piece as well and then get into that second part.
Go ahead.
Or actually, no, yeah, we'll go into it.
What's one lesson your father taught you that impacts you today?
It's like I've been vocal about my relationship with my dad. He was present. We knocked heads a lot of time. And though when I was younger, I had my thoughts, I definitely have a total change of heart in how I look at him now as an adult, as a father. Like, I appreciate so much a lot of what he did do. And one of the things was the importance of education. He never let us skate on school. Never let us skate on school. And looking at that as a foundation to how I'm just looking at the world right now, like, I believe you can learn from anywhere. Like, education is not just in the classroom, it's your day-to-day life. But if you don't care for education, you're not gonna care to learn those lessons. And him being so willing to like him being adamant, like he would get angry, very angry. Like he's someone who would get angry often, to be honest. But a lot of times it had to do with school. It's like, yo, if you not moving correctly, if them grades don't look right, hell is gonna get raised. Hell is gonna get raised. And it painted as I look at it now, it's like I wish I had allowed that to sink in deeper, because I was never a bad kid. Like, I was never bad in school, but I didn't push myself. I didn't push myself. I didn't try to excel. And it's not till now where I'm like, when I'm talking to maybe my aunt, like his sister, and I'm hearing that he went to school for this and to school for that. And it's like, oh, he was educated. He was educated. Like, as a kid, I just saw him. He would ask me to help him out because, he didn't really know the technology in that space because he was just from a different time. So he would ask me to help him out a lot with the technology, but the idea behind the technology, I never actually paused to think about, yo, what is he doing? How is he putting stuff together? Like, that's crazy. So the value of education, whether it's in a classroom or outside of a classroom. And I can appreciate him so much for that. And on top of that, the value of, like, the importance of the community, like, your honestly reputation. Let me just put it that way. Because despite my experience with my pops, when I hear other people talk about my dad, they always got something good to say. They always got something good to say. I've yet to come across someone who knew my pops, and when they found out he was my pops, they gave me a side eye or whatever. They bro, the randomest people. Oh yeah, I knew your father. He was. Oh yeah, that was my guy. Oh, always positive things to say. Always, and for a long time, it bothered me because I'm like, y'all don't know him. Y'all don't know him. But it's like, but they do. But they do. They got to see a side of him that I, because of just my own feelings of being young and, being in the household, we don't see that. I didn't get to see that side of him that other people saw. And so it showed me the value of, like, yo, how you treat people. Like, I remember just reflecting a couple years ago and being like, yo, just my dad, he had the skills to be a nation builder. He just had this energy about him that drew people to him. I remember we would get out of church, and after church, people would just be fellowshipping, and he would be in the center, just with a whole another group of guys just chatting. And he had this energy about him, the way they could be talking about Lord knows what, but he had a way of just interacting with people. And I see that in myself, and I also see that in my brother as well. Honestly, my sister too. I see that in all three of us. Like, there's this essence, like, when we get around people, like, we are people, like, we're people type of thing.
Yeah.
We're people. And it's so beautiful to be able to honor that now, because I know when I was young, I didn't have the perspective to appreciate it, to really appreciate it. And that's something that that's something else I wish I took advantage of, because even though I know I have that within me, my brother takes more advantage of that, I'll say.
That's good.
He leans more into that. He leans a lot more into that. Me, I could be in my moods where I kind of seclude myself. I isolate and I get away from it. But being able to recognize the importance of education, importance of your reputation. What do people say about you when you're gone?
That's good.
So I want to ask you, my brother, off the cuff, if you had 5 minutes right now with your pops, what would you say to him? Is there anything you would ask him? Is there anything you would say?
Trying to make me cry, bro.
Only 5 minutes, so it's gotta be. You got 5 minutes with him. What that interaction look like?
I think I'll apologize.
Mm.
I think I'll apologize, bro. The way he went out was so fucked up, man. I apologize, man, because there's so much trauma and like pain within the family, man, and a lot of people are not in good terms with moms. And as I'm making these visits, as he's continuing to lose his memory of Alzheimer's, um, he just always asks about the six of us and how we're doing. And I think he just wanted to see us together. So, he passed away to know I was down here and no one made it out to him when he died. It's not how it's supposed to be, man. It's just children he didn't see for years, just due to some of us are struggling financially. Some of us are just hurting. You don't want to see mom, or you don't like this individual, so you just he just wanted to see his kids, man. And usually when parents die alone, it's because they were shitty parents. That wasn't his case. So I would just apologize, because there was moments in time where, this is even before he lost his memory, where I wasn't even going to Connecticut no more. And I was blaming because I didn't have my car anymore. But part of it is like I didn't want to see my mom. And then, if you knew he was going to be dying in the upcoming years, like obviously you probably differently. But I would just apologize, because we all play a role. And no parent should die by himself. What about you? If you had 5 minutes, what would you talk to your dad about?
I would tell him I understand. I understand the pressure of providing. I understand what goes into it now, while also trying to balance his goal, like the things we want for ourselves as men, like the goals and the dreams that we have. That's something I can appreciate now so much. He had a goal. He had a vision for what he wanted to build. And he was willing to make the necessary sacrifices to pursue that. Because there's a lot of men who they get married, they get families, they get kids and all that stuff, and they just throw away their hopes and dreams. They throw away their hopes and dreams. And I know that as a child, I would look at him investing into his dream. And when things would go left, I would be like, well, why is he putting this money into this? And why is he doing that? And like, I would have my own feelings about it. Not realizing how easy it is to throw away your hopes and dreams, especially as a father.
Yeah.
So I would tell him, I understand. I understand. I definitely understand, like, just the path. The path. I understand the path. I may not agree with everything he did, but I dang sure understand.
Yeah.
dang sure understand for sure.
Knowing
And
that
yeah.
um, you are a father, so the question is, becoming the father the next generation needs, but you're already a dad.
Hmm.
Um, do you think you are becoming the dad that you hoped for before you had Kalani? And what do you think healthy manhood looks like today in the household?
That's a good question. With great joy, I could say hell yeah, man. Cause like even before I had my daughter, I would think about what type of dad do I want to be? Cause I always knew like, I have my F boy times, but I was always a relationship minded dude. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted cup stuff. I wanted the lady, I wanted the family and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I would think about that often, even before I had my daughter. And living in it right now is just so much better than what I envisioned it. I can say that again with so much gratitude and with a lot of joy. I can say that because I think one of the biggest things that we need the fathers of the next generation to do is to balance the sternness with the softness.
yeah, boy.
And I feel like we are a generation that is uniquely equipped to do so.
Yeah,
We are
yeah.
uniquely equipped to do so.
My daddy did not know that.
And that's the thing, you know what I'm
Boy.
saying? I ain't get that softness from homie. I ain't get
No,
that
no,
soft.
no.
Most of us got the stern. Most of us got that stern.
Mhm.
I think that the fathers of the next generation, that's the skill set we have to develop, balancing the again the sternness and the softness. And so being able to do that in real time, where it's like there's times when my daughter she be on her bullshit and I gotta get stern with her, and then at that same time I can still give her a level of softness to where she can respect me. She respects me, but it's not like she's terrified of me.
Yeah.
She's not terrified. We go outside, we play, we joke, we have fun. She gives me her little attitude. I'm a little patient sometimes, and then sometimes I gotta switch it up. Kalani, that's not how we do things. That's not how we talk. That's not how we act. So just kind of reflecting on that, it's really awesome in that sense, and then also in the sense of what I was talking about earlier, how it's so easy to throw away your hopes and dreams when you get into that position. And I
It
remember the
is.
time I brought Kalani with me and I was going to do a workshop. And because we just didn't have no babysitter at that day. So real talk. So it's like, yo, you sliding with me. And she's great with people. She got the gift too. She got that gift. She's great with people. It pisses me off because it's like, why don't you act like that at home? But you're all friendly and joking and you having conversations and all of that. It's like, but then you get home and you want to give attitude and be grumpy all the damn time. But that's neither here nor there. I remember doing the workshop and it was with teachers, and halfway through the workshop I'm like I look over to her because she's at a table, she's sitting down, and she had an iPad. I'm not gonna lie, she had an iPad, but she was listening. I look over to her, I'm like, I'm doing good, and she looked back at me, she's like, and it's like, yo, that it felt so amazing for her to see me doing something that I enjoy doing.
See her dad at work. Yeah.
because I love what I do. I love what I do. I love being able to be in the space where I'm having conversation. That's why she jumped in and waved earlier, because it's like she's gotten so comfortable with like daddy be on his Zoom meetings or daddy be talking to people and stuff like that, that she can jump in and feel like she feels like she's comfortable to be a part of it.
She part of the team.
And I love that.
Because a few years ago, she did not want to get in front of no cameras.
Man. So it's beautiful to see it and to kind of just live in it, where it's like, yo, not for nothing, we doing the dang thing, man. The fathers of that next generation, and again, I feel like us, especially in our generation, we are uniquely positioned and equipped to do so much, to literally change the entire narrative. And you see it sometimes on social media. As much as social media will try their hardest to talk shit about dads and like paint some fathers in negative lights, there be those people that come on and they be bragging about their pops. They be bragging about the things that they pops be doing. And you'll see the videos where it's like you'll see a pops disciplining his child in a way that's not destructive. And you'll scroll through the comments and you see people celebrating that man. That's a good father right there. He's one of the good ones. That's a good dad. Yeah, we need some of that. We need more of that. Yeah, like I love, like there's a narrative being pushed, but there is real world evidence of fathers doing it today for real, raising the next generation.
Yeah.
With power, with presence. Like fathers are present now, man. Fathers are present. Yo. Fathers are present, and it's so refreshing to see. It's so refreshing to see. And like excited to do it too. There's like dads that's out here excited to be at their kids' baseball games, like that, being the rowdy pops in the back, making all types of noise and stuff like that. It's like, yo, that's awesome. That's awesome. Because I was talking with my homeboy the other day. It's like our parents didn't really come out to a lot of our functions, our extracurricular activities.
Couldn't.
It was working. They was doing what they had to do. So now it's like, yo, just being able to be a part of, like, actively of that. So balancing that softness, that sternness, is that's what we need. And I wholeheartedly believe that that's what we doing.
That's good.
That's what we do. What do you feel? What you feel that the fathers of the next gen, they say that the kids coming up right now, they Gen Alpha, or you know, the late Gen Z, the late Gen Z. What are the fathers of the next generation? What does that look like for you?
You mean like what kind of father I want to become?
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy, man. I don't let this gas me up because, you know, it takes having a kid to finally know like what's it gonna be all about. But I've gotten all the time from people, strangers and friends and family. You're gonna make a great dad, right? A lot of them are parents that say this, so they must know something that I don't. But I know I'm gonna be a flawed man, especially my passion for just greatness.
Oh yeah,
but
passion brings a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and I pray to God I am not that dude that is trying to get my kids to work hard as if they are going through what I went through. I don't want to be that guy.
I'm gonna let you finish, and I want to put a pin in that.
Because I joke about it all the time, but I can see my kid. Well, like, Dad, I didn't. Unless you know, he's just tired of my. I didn't grow up like you. Like,
Yeah.
I was homeless. I didn't grow up for scared. And that's gonna probably just send me through the roof. Like, you ungrateful, right? But all in all, man, I really do. It's gonna sound crazy, especially when parents hear this. I look forward to being a dad. I really
Mm,
do. I really
mhm,
do. I
mhm.
don't know what I'm signing up for, but I really do look forward to it, man. And if you watch any of my videos, you watch my content, like that is my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest boat. It's not being a billionaire. Like that has always been my goal since I was a kid. I want to have a really strong family foundation.
Yes.
And I want to be an amazing dad. And part of that is the woman I wed.
The whole, so much of that.
So my choices play a role in that. Making sure if I truly is this is truly a woman of God. Um, I hope that I can be half the man that my dad was. He was a giver.
Mhm.
He was a giver, man. We knew he cared, even when he was hard on us. He wasn't an emotional man. He wasn't sensitive, but he had his own way of showing he cared.
Yeah.
Um, I pray I lead by example, and that they truly know their place in my life because I am very ambitious. I'm very outgoing.
Mhm.
Um, I just hope that like they're proud to have a man like me in their life. And I'm turning 33 next month. The thought of it's getting realer. It is. I'm not gonna lie. This has probably been the most. This has probably been the biggest. This is the. I never had baby fever as much as I've had this year. I'm just being honest. It may
Yeah.
sound corny and cheesy, like, and I'm in no rush. But just the thought of being a dad is grown a lot this year. I don't know why. And I'm single. I don't know why. But the thought of being having a kid has grown a lot. And I just my kids, I'm gonna give them the world, man. They're gonna know like that is just me, man. Like
Mhm.
that's all I could say, man. Just I would say the biggest thing that I do know is that I hope that I can be the example of accountability, starting with when owning up to my own mess ups to
Mhm.
them and showing them, right? And that's that, man. Like I just don't want them to have to even have to go through near anything that I've been through, but
Yeah.
also still have a good balance where they are not entitled
Mhm.
off of their daddy's back
Mhm.
because we will not have that.
Which,
um,
uh,
Go ahead.
follow up. Well, I have a message and then I have a follow up question.
Mm,
The message that I received right now, just kind of hearing you express what it means to you to be in that position. I received the message that God is uniquely preparing you to be as big as you hold those shoes of your father. God is uniquely preparing you to be twice the man. And your father is gonna look down, your pops is gonna look down on you with so much pride and joy. Forgive me, I'm still here, y'all. With so much pride and joy because his son is able to lead in those ways. That I don't got no doubt in my heart, bro. That I don't got not a lick of doubt in my heart that you will be that because you're already operating in it. You already have the mindset of it, and your experiences are uniquely shaping you to be prepped for that. So
yeah, man.
I just want to appreciate you for that. As when your time comes, it will come, and you will be equipped. You are equipped. You are equipped. So I had to share that in the moment because I received it. I'm like, I can't hold this. I gotta share that.
No, I
This
appreciate you, man. You just rather try to make me emotional.
we
No, I
almost
appreciate it, man. Like
Nah, it's real though. It's real because again, and then the story you share with your children. I know y'all some of y'all seen the meme of like the Simpson with the grandpa and the Simpson. He's standing sitting around all the kids. Like
Yeah.
that's the vision. I can see
Yeah.
that. I can see that with you. And it's not even just gonna be your own kids, it's gonna be the neighborhood kids. It's gonna
Yeah.
be your nieces and your nephews. It's gonna be your grandkids. That's the vision. That's the vision right there. That's the vision. And
Yeah, man.
they're gonna wanna be there. They're gonna wanna be in your presence. So
Yeah,
continue to
man.
walk that, my brother, for
I
sure.
appreciate that, bro. Things is uh things is hitting differently this year. Like
It's the intention, man.
finances and everything. Like certain things that I'm trying to really still get over that hill with is like it's more just thinking about myself now at this age of like at this age I'm at. Like, oh, like I learning it, trying to learn how to invest and these things, man. So like I said, like, I'm not a parent, but I got a lot of students that still contact me from New York, bro, for
Mm.
anything. Like, got the students I work with now. If you see any of my content and some of the stuff, like, I know they love me and adore me at that job, bro. Like, I'm like their own little mini superhero. And I'll share this. Like, a few weeks ago, I was like, there was 1 week I was just out of it. Bilingual is off because I'm just, finances, the car issues, health, and it was messing with them. Like, yo, what's good with you?
Mm.
Is your heart okay? Yo, drink some water, Mr. Drummond. Like, don't drink water, Mr. Drummond. We got it. Like, and I'm like, oh shoot, like I can't show anything off because they so used to seeing me in a way of showing up in a certain kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them don't have dads in their life, so I know they're like, if you ever leave, I don't know what.
But that's real, and that's why I say what I say, man. The
Yeah,
impact speaks for itself. The impact speaks for itself for sure. For sure, for sure. And we are moving into our closing, ladies and gentlemen. But I got a real quick question. Rapid
yeah.
fire. Quick as you can answer this.
And my bad, because I know I've been getting
Nah,
along tonight.
I don't mind it. The only reason I say it's quick is because I know the time and we
Yeah, yeah. It's
our
approaching
response.
8:30.
Um, how do you think you can raise? Because I know we as young men, grown men, who are breaking curses and like let me say it straight like this. We moving on to a level that we hitting a high level. How do you think we can raise humble children when we are on that level? You touched on it where it's like, you don't want your kids to be entitled and stuff like that. Practically speaking, in the quickest way that you can answer, what do you think is the key to raising humble children when you have an abundant lifestyle? Or you not even lifestyle, when you just have
Yeah.
abundance?
Um, let them fall on their face.
Mm,
And don't be such in a quick and a rush to solve it for them. What I would say is learning how to say no.
that's good.
It's that's as quick as I can give you because the goal is I want to give them life that I didn't have this and that. But the problem why they're not humble is because they know if I fall, there's that safety net. I knew if I fell, there was no safety net.
Hmm.
So you got to remember if they're going into things knowing if this don't work out, or if I fall short, or if I don't listen to what my parents say and I screw up again, they got me.
Hmm.
Are you willing to sometimes be that villain in their story?
Be the villain. I love it.
Why would you say no? I know you got the money, or I know you could do this. Why? I ain't gonna lie to you. The girl that calls me dad, she asked me for $5 the other day. I said no. Because
that that's a real old school pops move.
yeah, but I told, but it's something. And again, I'm not saying this is life changing for her, but I already told her from our last conversation when I found out how much money she was just running through that I wasn't gonna give her no more. I wasn't gonna give her no more money. But I'm just like, no, and you're getting paid this week because she worked for me. But I said no to $5 because I'm just like, you got to start learning the things that I'm teaching you when it comes to your money.
Yeah.
Also, I've learned some of her sneaky ways.
The
So
finesse.
no, I'm just being honest, right? So it's one of those
Finesse.
things where it's just like, if you know I have something to lean on, are you ever fully going into it intentionally?
Mm.
You gotta remember when you have that mindset that like this has to work because if it doesn't, there's nowhere to go. It's a
Yeah.
different kind of energy and intentionality that you have when approaching it. You're
Yeah.
precise, you're on point, you're not
You
kids
figure.
that wake
Yeah.
kids that wake up late for school or very like lousy dowsy to make the bus on time because they know they have a parent that's gonna drive them all the time.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Don't know the pain of having to walk to school. You miss the bus, you better walk your ass to school, and then you're gonna get beat when you get home for missing the bus.
That's my quick question for you, bro.
Ooh, I appreciate that, my brother. With that,
Hmm.
ladies and gentlemen, it's time. We
I
want
think
to.
I should lead it since you the dad in this, and you should end it
Okay.
with the one gem.
Shoot.
Okay.
All right, go with me.
My one gem is a father's greatest gift isn't what he leaves for his children. It's what he leaves in his children.
Mm. Hmm. Mic drop.
Something like.
Y'all
But since
see,
you the dad in this, brother, you should have the closing one gem, bro.
y'all see how you trying to cook up, right?
Here we go.
Y'all see that, right? He just gonna throw some seasoning in the pot and try to dip off like he ain't throw no cayenne pepper in there, and you wondering why it's shit spicy. It's all right.
I got cayenne, you got ghost peppers, brother.
Chill, chill.
You
I'm
ain't had
regular.
no ghost pepper in your life.
I like spicy food, but you know what I'm saying. I'm regular.
Yeah, whatever.
Um, I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all, man. It was hard coming up with a gem today, like a
Cause
single
you,
point.
cause you a dad already.
It was hard coming up with a singular point, and as we were going through this, I'm like, yo, what is that lasting thing that I really want to give to the people? And it's a message to the fathers. It's a message to the fathers, and it's echoing a sentiment I said before. Your measure as a father is how your children can navigate without you.
A bar.
How can they navigate without you? Because as much as we love to protect, provide, God designed this life to where we can't do that forever.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to give to them that they can now multiply and move forward with, so that they know how to how to navigate this life experience? This shit hard, bro. This shit hard. But with the proper teaching, it gets easier because we strengthen them. Because we strengthen them. So your measure as a father, to the fathers, to the future fathers, your measure as a father is how your children can navigate without you.
That's good.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we want to
Oof.
say thank you so much to all the fathers in the space, to all the fathers who came across this video. Happy Father's Day. We pray y'all had an amazing day filled with love, filled with rest, filled with peace. For those who may or may not have a relationship with your father, just I want to, me personally, I want to encourage y'all to, if it is within your heart and your energy, I'm not going to tell you to do something that your spirit is telling you not to do, but make space. Make space. Because I feel like the stories of fathers oftentimes just don't get told. And then we just get the finished product, and we start forming our own opinions on what, oh well, this, he treated me this way, he wasn't there for me in that way. It's like, yo, get to know their story. Even if you got to go through the back door, talk to auntie and grandma, learn about your father. Learn about your father. I'll say that. Learn about your father. Whether you choose to reach out, say anything, that's your doing. Your spirit will lead you. But learn about your father. Please. That's my personal ask. But again, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in to the Talk That Shift podcast, a space where we have conversations that move people forward, and y'all play such an important role in that, because your presence, your insight, your shares, your vulnerability, it adds to that space and it allows us to have these conversations. So make sure y'all hit that like button, make sure y'all hit that subscribe, comment y'all wisdom to the fathers of today. Comment, what are some of the things you appreciate and love the most about being a father right now? And we look forward to seeing y'all again next week. Same place, same time. We here.
Shout out to the dads, man. Appreciate
If we
y'all.
not be here, we gonna let y'all know. But we here every Monday, 7 p.m. YouTube, the Talk That Shift podcast, y'all. We love y'all so much. We appreciate y'all so much. And again, to the fathers, we just want to encourage y'all to keep going, keep doing the good work, keep doing the good work.
Peace.